welcome everybody to this workshop on learning about the Remit. My name's Rodney Smith-Merkley, and I'm a day a week. I'm the Minister for Indigenous Justice and Respectful Relationship. I'm a minister at Curve Lake United Church and Wesley United Church in Buckhorn, a 2-point pastoral charge. So serve an Indigenous congregation who will be directly affected by the Remit. I also work within our regional council with an Indigenous Justice and Respectful Relationship Forum. Caitlin's a part of that forum, and we felt it would be important for the church for our regional council to, learn about this Remit and encourage our communities of faith to learn about this Remit. So commissioners from the 44th General Council have been invited to join us in that, and so grateful that Joyce and Tom are going to tell us all about Remits and why this is something we need to know about. So thanks, Joyce. Thanks, Tom.
In 2022, at General Council 44, the Indigenous National Council proposed that the church identify and remove any structural barriers that would prevent the development and sustaining of an autonomous national Indigenous organization within the United Church of Canada. Whenever we request change in church structure that will alter the basis of union and the manual, a Category 3 remit is required by our federal charter. It's important to know if a regional council or a pastoral charge does not register a vote on a remit, it is considered to be a vote against the proposal. It is critical that we remember that. This is an opportunity for us to be the church that we profess to be. Tom's going to lead us in some of the actual process for remits.
Thanks, Joyce. I would suggest that we hold questions until the chair of the meeting suggests that's the right time to do it. There's just 4 or 5 slides here. We're looking at the remit process in this United Church of ours, and we have a short PowerPoint to give you the relevant highlights. From the beginning. Yes, there we go. Next slide, please. Yeah, as Joyce was saying, that remit process is what's used to seek approval for significant changes to our Constitution or our basis of union. And those really important changes or remits are called Category 3 remits. And they require review and voting by both the regional councils and communities of faith. And a little piece of trivia, because of the United Church of Canada Act, it's only pastoral charges that are allowed to vote. They're the only communities of faith that vote on this. Next slide, please. So General Council starts off by authorizing the remit, and that has happened already. And then the remit, along with study materials and ballots, they get sent out to everybody. In this case, regional councils, pastoral charges, and that happened back in early March. And now it's our job at the councils and charges to study the material, discern our response, and vote and send our ballots in back to General Council by the deadline. And you're probably wondering, what is the deadline? Well, there is a bit of time. It's March 31st, 2024, next year. You should note that voting is done by the governing body of the charges, the council or the official board. You can talk to whoever you want. You can have congregational meetings or sessions to sound people out and get their input, but the actual vote is done by the governing body. The options are only yes or no. You can't add comments or conditions. It's a simple yes or no. And at the end of the day, early next year, after March 31st, it requires a majority of the regional councils to vote yes and a majority of the pastoral charges to vote yes for it to pass. And as Joyce said, this is probably the most important message today. If you fail to do anything, if you don't send a ballot in, it's registered as a no vote. And we have study guides, background documents, and a ballot for the pastoral charges, and they're all available at the website you see on the screen. And when you go there, just click on Remit 1. And if you haven't got the material from General Council, that's okay. The material is all there on the website. So just go to that and click on Remit 1, and all the material is there for you to look at. Sample ballot shown on the left, and let's zoom in on that, please. Next slide. And there we go. Pastoral charge, your regional council, some identifying ID numbers. And it's the responsibility of the secretary of the board of council to send that in. And you can see inside the box, there's the actual ballot voting yes or no, and the return address where it's to be sent. There you go. That's a thumbnail sketch of the mechanics of how remits work.